They said touches in the side and near the net, not an avenue, might be a penalty, might be something else. Watch that. In the side and near the net. Stop it! Like if I'm in the side. We're not allowed to put it in the side. Stop it. Stop it.
Did you see the difference?
So there was earlier that I had
Changes the game.
really
Guys, come in. Sam. So initially of our transition,
One minute.
Step back and dives on, do it.
6 on field, England, please.
Okay, yeah. Take on.
Hello everyone and welcome to our coverage of this game between England and France in the mixed 18 section of this touch rugby competition taking place in Vichy in France. Looking forward to this one then in the mixed competition, and we are nearly ready to get underway at what's set to be a 11:40 kick-off French time. Take an hour off that if you're watching back home in England. So we are off and underway then. England in red and white, France in navy blue. Number 11 here for France is Quentin Robber. France looking for the game's first try across to the female left winger, which is Eva Francisci for France, but she was unable to bring the ball under her spell before it hit the deck. Thomas Cowan going for the line there, wearing number 16. It's a long switch that he looked for across to Maisie Pollard. Real right to left ball that one, but unable to be brought under control, and it stays scoreless. Two periods of 20 minutes, of course. Games all across this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where the action will conclude. Plenty of changes already being made by the coaches, with France over on the far side, England on the near to our commentary position. Chaffo moves the ball across to Richardo. Those two linking up nicely for France. Richardo goes wide right, and there it's touchdown. And France strike first. It's Maya Laidbert who gets the game's first try. One 0 to the hosts then, France. Samuel Dixon, Zara Atkin wearing number 8, back to Dixon, looking to link up with Atkin again. Brought back to the 5 metre mark. This is Archie Delvin wearing number 1. Zara Atkin back to Archie Devlin. Loose spillage and possessions back with France. Audric Nicole brought to ground. I think the referee wants a word with the English offender there. First 3 minutes played.
Guys, 1%.
Referee happy for the game to proceed. Wearing the red cap there for France is Dorian Mayshev. Ponto brings it forward, but the ball escapes her grip. Loose again for England, and France look to quickly take control. Look to make England pay for that error. Moving it wide right, where in the end it ends up over on the far side and out of play, where Labour, the right winger, was looking to keep it in. Ainscough. France penalty. Reset with the 6 touches from here. Lloyd. There's the first. Another touch there made on Samuel Lloyd for France. Richardo. Chaffo. Chaffo darting towards the line and gets that down in time, and it's 2-0. England with problems to solve then, after what we've seen in the first 5 minutes of this mixed 18s competition. England looking to hit back. This is the first round of fixtures in the mixed 18s competition. There's a game going on between Belgium and Wales on field 2 next to this one. All streaming matches for today will be on this field, field 1, here at the Omnisport Centre in Vichy. Fresh bodies on for France for this attack. Picked up there by the half, Piore. Piore looking to bring it forward again, and that's 3-0. France really taking control. 3 tries in 6 minutes. England yet to score. France will be very happy with the way in which they've gone about their business so far at the start of this match. Very much in control in the driving seat at the moment. That's an unforced error for England, gifting possession back to the hosts. Jelly Matteo just slipped there. Back to his feet and replaced. Nicole. Picked up by Mashai Buff as the half, and across to the right winger, Ladebert. England claiming the touch. There's a conversation happening between the officials. And the 6th touch indeed given, and England have the ball. England penalty, I think it was actually in the end, not the 6th touch, but either way England have the possession back. It's fired towards England's Chloe Hill there, and was asking a lot to control that time. Nicole. Mashai Buff. Nicole. Back to Masha Buff. 4-0 France. A really dominant display so far. Very much going the host's way at the moment. England historically very strong in this international junior touch competition. They're very much on the back foot in this particular fixture. Dixon, England still looking for their first try. Managing to get through there, but not without the touch. Brought back to the 5-metre line. Placed down for Dixon. Return back to England's Archie Devlin. France ball. This has been really impressive by the French side at the moment. Pacey and dynamic in attack and solid in defence. Referee gives that the way of France. Zara Atkin just giving the ball back to the French team. And again it's down there. This time it's Roden Richardo who scores his first try of this contest. France 5-0. This one's threatening to really run away from any hope left for England even before we reach the halfway mark. Quarter of the game gone and France are 5 tries to the good. Uphill climb for England from here. Thomas Cowan. There, do England manage to get it down? No. 5th touch called. No real complaints. Spread wide left, and that time it will count for England. Placed down, and England are on the score sheet. Okay. 5-1, and just generally that was much better there for England, the way in which they moved the ball, came once, were defended against, but came back strongly again. Touch there on Puriway. There's Puriway. Back to him again, wide left in the link roll. Looking even further left, it's then spread into the mid. Just fumble forward, was it there? It was. Knock on called against Quentin Robert. Third touch there. England still with plenty of ground to make up, but up and over halfway and running forward well. Here is Dixon. Picked up nicely by Devlin. 6th touch. And again it's strongly defended. They've been really resolute in defence and tough to break down. The French side, that's not really been the case for England. Backline breached 5 times already. Shaffo. Richardo running all the way through, then wide left. And it's placed down for the try by Jelly Matteo. He scores again, and France have their 5-try lead back, 6-1. Mixed 18s category has a 14 pool, which includes England, France, Wales and Belgium. Those teams will play each other twice before the semi-finals and finals day on Sunday. So that's the way in which this particular category will work in the competition. And France looking very strong from what we've seen from them at the moment, that's for sure. We'll see games from the mixed 15 section coming up shortly following the conclusion of this, but at the moment all eyes on the mixed 18s category and this particular fixture in which France lead by 6 tries to 1. Lloyd. Purire. Back to the French number 6 again. Into the mid and faked to go right, instead went left. 6th touch just about got placed in time, but definitely threatening again there. That time it was Samson Lloyd. Ainsko, Rigby. Wheatley brings it forwards. French ball.
Good. Go again, get up. Annie, push him. Annie, get him tight.
France in possession as the clock ticks by the 15-minute mark into the final 5 before the interval. Richardo. Matteo, who scored that last France try, might go all the way through here, looks to offload it, and that's an excellent pass across to the number 12, Rose Uge. On hand with the simplest of tasks to place down. France certainly feel as though they've got the try there. Has it been given? And in the end, I don't think it has. The officials coming together for a little discussion. France were on their way back to the halfway mark. Looked a good move, but something that the officials weren't happy with, and that one's ruled out. Unforced error though for England, and France have it back. Richardo. Richardo looking for the longer pass wide left, and that one surely will count. Ava Franceschi this time there to tap down. All about that long pass, that long ball from the mid over to the left winger. 7-1. Touch that time was made by Audric Nicole. Dive for the line for England. 5th touch called. Wheatley picks it up as the half. Across it goes to Dixon. Into the final phase of England attack there, and it's possession, the ball back with France.
Eyes look a bit tired. Get up.
Really just struggling to break down the France back line at the moment, England. They've got an opportunity from this though here with 6 touches from this position. Dixon, there's the first. Dive was made for the line, but the second touch called. time it's England looking for the longer pass wide right. Nobody on the end of it, misplaced. Maybe just not quite on the same page as his teammate there, Archie Devlin.
Guys on those shorts, we're still hitting short side yet. We haven't actually attacked short side yet.
Step up! Step up!
France coming forward once more, looking to go all the way through. Here the half needs to offload, does offload. Laidburr sets it down, it's 8-1. What a first half this has been for France. Cruise control is probably the best way of describing it at the moment for them. In such a strong position, England maybe being caught cold from the off here. France have come out of the blocks in a lightning fast manner. England there then add their second. It's the number 3 who got it down for them. 8-2.
Can I stay on that side because I can defend it?
Maisie says she needs more side. Heads up, yeah?
A couple of the England players just taking on fluids down below us on the near side of the camera position. On field 1 here at the Omnisports Centre in Vichy. As we approach the midway point here, France looking to add their 9th try. Game goes on until the next break in play. There's the touch, and that's the end of the first half. And what a first half it's been here for France. It's not the end of the first half. We'll continue from here, so another opportunity for France to add to the scoreline. A great first half for France, and that will then draw it to its conclusion. Final try there right on the end of the half. 9-2 at the midway point. France well and truly in control. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming up shortly.
Yeah, we know who it is. Number 4 is 32.
Well, what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's like short.
Mine's in the short arm.
Everyone in here, everyone in here.
Size 9.
Can you come around?
Yeah.
Everyone in.
Undo the top.
Everyone in. Not that far. I'm shit out. This one's a lot. I'm happy taking against mine. Biggest problem is we need to fix up the middle. Talk needs to come. Because nothing's happening in that middle. There's nothing. You can hear the crowd over us literally happening. Attack the short side. Seen the 20, seen Tonga. Short side is always on. And then they will overread it, and then we can go normal. But for now, we attack short side every single time. Yeah. It's been a while.
Let's go. It's first half of first game. It's alright. No worries.
You got time. We need to stop. If we get there and we're panicking and you're not half taking, we wait to touch. It's rather that than just all the way.
Guys, just go up. Just go up from here. Nothing. Guys, listen in. Listen. Right. Tough first half here. We're playing the post, take all that support. We've switched on, okay, yeah? Come back into it. Now we build on that for the rest of the second half. So, attacking wise, it's really important. I don't think we've really punished them short side. We've done it once there and we've scored again. okay? So this half, when we get a platform down there, I want that short runner, put your gun in short side, yeah? Get down, dive on that short side. Defensively, Brad's going to talk to you.
So we all know what we're doing, okay, defensively. It's all about staying tight and through it, okay? That's what the drill's for. Stay tight and get up. But in defence, a lot of people kind of take it as like a rest, but it's not, okay? You need to work 100% for your mates in defence, okay? Stay super, super tight. Most important thing as well, once you're tight and you bounce up, take away their space, okay? Help each other out, that's what defence is about. It's all about helping the person inside and outside of you. Get tight, help the other one out, and then just touch your outside, okay? And make sure that flip happens, everyone shoots together, okay? Girls, let's tighten up on the wing and legs, okay? Just tell your boys to get tighter, and then you bring tighter as well. And we'll be absolutely fine. Okay. Driving.
When we're subbing off, we need to make sure that we're getting near side mid so that we can follow the pattern after that to give a good platform coming on.
So work really hard on identifying where you are on the pitch, what your position is, and then what your job is. So yeah, if you get muddled up in defence, if you chase, just adjust to where you are. Yeah, it's not perfect. If you're in that near side middle, then make the job is to work. Other than that, it's up. Yeah, build on these last two scores, and we work on this. Okay, we only build from here. Happy? Yeah. Heads up, hands in. Go.
In and on 3, 1, 2, 3, 8! Who's on? Oh, you're on. Wait to be word just now.
Ali, I know it's tempting to step back, but if we get that good option, that short side options to go.
Welcome back then for the second half here, and France very much in control at the midway point. It's an uphill mountain for England to climb. Words of wisdom being passed on at the break though from the coaching team. Can they inspire what would be a tremendous second half comeback? It seems unlikely and probable, but never impossible.
This side, it's on this side.
England number 3 there, bringing the ball in field. And running all the way through, and it will be touched down. England start this second half brightly. Touched there though, called. It was a bright start, but they're not going to get the try to show for it.
Yes, Dad. Get up now, get up, take space.
Uge. Here's Ricciardo. Shafo. Ricciardo, who was one of the bright performers in that first half for France, one of many alongside Matteo and Shafo as well, who were key players as well for them. Ainscough across to Rigby. Attempted pick up by the half for England wearing number 9. Not on the team list provided, the England number 9, but out there wearing the black cap. Blanc. Mashai buff as Nicole sees the ball escape his control. England historically very strong in this competition, with a nation who won the last competition back in 2019, but of course hard to predict how the teams will perform in this competition given the 2-year break that we've seen from the international junior touch competition with the COVID disruptions. Great to see it back in action this year, and off to a flying start today as England's number 2, Samuel Dixon, goes all the way through and gets one back. Great weaving run that just sold the French defence. It's been a promising and bright start to this second period after France controlled the majority of the first.
It's fine, you can just go down the right far side, mate. Oh, yeah.
Lloyd. So back to Lloyd as the half heels. Robert. Robert goes for the line. The touch is called. It's brought back to the 5-metre mark. Not sure how many touches that is at the moment, but France very much applying the pressure, and in the end it's a simple touchdown for Marius Poirier. That takes them, by my counting, into double digits, and France extend their lead once more. England's good work at the start of this second half undone in just an instant. There's no pressure on Poirier as he managed to place the ball down. It's a multi-sport facility here at the Omnisport Centre in Vichy, where the games are being played. You can see some of the fields for the other sports over on the far side, but all eyes on the touch rugby competition that's taking place here today. Those are the supporters in attendance as well around the outside of the field of players. England's number 13, Matthew Hawes, goes for the line. 5th touch called. Hawes again. Across, but just a slip in the end by Rigby. Just lost his footing on the ground. Moulded footwear worn. In touch. Loose control that time for France. It was Rose Ugate who saw the ball just slip away from her. Rigby. Much better generally at the start of this second half though for England in the 5 minutes that we've seen since the restart. England's number 9 goes across to Matthew Hawes. 6th touch. Well defended again by the hosts. Really great event this here in Vichy to showcase talents from far and wide abroad on the international stage. Players getting to represent their country, such a huge honour for them. Mashai Buff, Quentin Robert looking wider right, but Nicole wasn't able to get anything to that. Referee's whistle blown. Penalty here from the 5-metre line, so golden chance really for France. Touch takes them back to the 5-metre line. Well defended on the first phase. Can England hold them off again? Mashai Buff. Dive for the line was in fact from Aldrich Nicole after receiving from Mashai Buff. Nicole, those two are definitely at the forefront of this current wave of French attack.
Hey Sam, who's all sick?
England penalty. I think it was the French line there just not retreating quite quickly enough. Dorian Mashai-Buff it was who was pulled up by the referee.
If you want me to hit a razor sound, please.
Dixon. Definitely to Wheatley and then looking wide left for the left winger. Missed out the link there, England, as they look to play the longer pass from the middle to the left wing, but wasn't quite put enough on a play for Annie Einsko.
What happened there on that little attacking side? Yeah, exactly. So what you were checking around with the ball and you were late.
Pure 8. Pure takes a heavy touch and goes to ground. England possession.
I should fucking turn it over top.
Yeah, who's your link? Who's your mid?
England number 3 there pulled up as he just rolled past the ball. Lloyd across to Pure 8. Laidbert, who scored in that first half. Rashado, Shaffo looking to weave between and then wide left where it's placed down by Laidbert again. Said just a moment ago that she scored in the first half. Well, now she has herself on the score sheet in the second as well. 11-3.
I try to go ball. I try to do both at the same time. Don't worry about it. Cool. Yeah.
8 tries now split with the two teams, and in all truth, France have just been a level of quality above the England team at the moment. Not to say that things won't change across the course of the weekend with the games that are still to come for these two teams. Of course, this is just the first of many for them, but it's almost the perfect start for France in this mixed group competition. England number 9 goes for the line and gets it down. 11-4. Wholesale changes rather once again there for England. All 6 replaced following that attack for the group to come on to defend. Pure.
Maisie! Yeah, cheers, Annie!
Pure with the pink socks takes possession, has it again here, looking wide left for the longer pass. It's just too high in the end, over the top of the run of Maya Laidbert. Again, it's that longer ball, that longer pass that's looking to unlock the England defence from a French perspective. It's worked on a couple of occasions so far and coming close to doing so again there.
Half again, maybe half again.
Cowan. England number 4 has it across to, well, towards Thomas Cowan again, but ends up on the floor and France have it back.
Just back in, yeah.
Attacking really wide left here, France. Moving the ball more infield now nicely. It's Shafo. Nicely defended. Much more solid there by England.
You've got one more.
Or loose pass. Bit of a lacklustre error between two of the England players in Pollard and Hill. Matteo. Shafo exchanging passes. Touch on Shafo makes him retreat. Ricciardo for Shafo now. Ricciardo goes for the line. What's the call? France think they've scored. They have. And it's 12-4. Twelve tries to 4 now then. And in truth, every time that France come forward, they just look like they're going to score. Just seems that way, just has that feel to the game, doesn't it? England looking to add their 5th here. It's a good ball wide left and it should be put down. Was it in time? It wasn't. Which is a disappointing one there for England because it looked as though Annie Ainsko had acres, but Iva Francisci got back in time. Maybe guilty of thinking she had more time than she did there, the England winger. Robert. Puree. Cross to the right. England claim the touch. That's what's given. England number 4 assessing his options, goes across to the right. Little check back by Thomas Cohen. Fake to go one way, then went the other. Nice dart through the middle. France claim the touch. 6th touch given and France have the ball back. In truth, this is probably the most one-sided affair that we've seen so far on Field 1, where the action's being streamed from at the Omnisport Centre.
He pushed that girl in back.
France here coming forward with Matteo.
Yeah.
Ricciardo just taking a couple of steps back before the touch then is invited. Matteo to Ricciardo, gets it down. 13-4. Dominant in every sense of the word.
job, guys, yeah? Focus who's coming on. Who's coming on?
Well, I think France certainly thought that had been given, but it looks as though it's been ruled out for reasons that I didn't see. And so it's back down to 12. England now attacking. Ainscote.
Hey, that was a good step. Tighter, amazing tighter.
Annie, push him.
Okay, Annie, we'll go again. Step up.
Nicole.
Push across.
Guys, look for the sub. Look for the sub, Sam.
Into the closing stages then before France's victory will be confirmed. 12-4 the scoreline at the moment, but it's been dominant from start to finish.
Set something.
England number 9 weaving in and out. And a look across, and it's given. Again, just that moment of uncertainty, isn't there, when the ball goes down, but that time England do add their 5th, and it's 12-5.
Great graphs, yeah? Great graph, I love it. 5 and 5, yeah? Good.
Great start, yeah.
Might go all the way through here. What a run that is. The half ultimately needs to offload. And the buzzer goes at the end, the hooter to signal the end of this contest. France win it by 12 tries to 5. Probably a fair scoreline as well, in all truth, in the way in which France dominated from start to finish. A really good watch. France get themselves off to the perfect start in the mixed section of this international junior touch rugby tournament.